we go.
All right. I think we are good. Yes. So, welcome back to the game. Where would you like to go? You have the entire world to choose from. Let's do it. Where do you want to go? I have the entire world prepared.
You can wing it, we would never know.
To a water park.
Well, last week, as someone said in the chat, things went a little bit sideways last week. In a good way, though. Sideways,
For
thanks
Zane.
due to some rather, divine rolls, shall we say. You managed to capture and kill Zane Sangray. If you remember, you were scrying on him when he escaped from Uthadurn, and you saw him. You're not entirely sure where he was, but you saw him. And it was in the process of putting this gnome, Copper Knockerbottom, up on this kind of like a stake in the ground, and was binding him up and had a crown on his head. And the crown you recognize from the queen from Uthadurn. The crown was not how you saw it. It was like twisted and deformed. Maybe as a way of mocking this poor gnome, Zane Sangray put it on his head. And then Mara thought, nah, you're not going to do that. And called on the power of her god, and boom, not teleported to where you were, but teleported toward Damali, which was actually very useful because Mara had I forget what the spell's called, but it bamfed you right to where Zane Sangray was. And then the Zane Sangray beat you up for a bit and shit, I got bigger and more important things to do than fight these guys, and tried to teleport away. But Torrin said no. You are not doing that, and Zane Sangray fell. Now, and that's where we'll pick it up. One slight thing. You did find the journal, as I showed you above in Discord there. But you also found 12 spikes. They're only about 12 inches or so long, but it's from a deep black metal. And just being in the proximity of them, you can hear the cold just radiating out from them. The gnome is taking a few deep breaths. Oh, the Mighty MP6. What would you like to do?
Kill it.
No.
Not yet. Wait.
Jeez. Did we? I can't remember. Did we remove the crown from his head earlier, or does he still have that on?
He still has it. Oh, he's taken it off. Just knocked it off his head, put it on the ground.
How does he look in general? Like, is he super relieved, or is he super anxious? Is he scared?
Make an insight check. Boost roll of the
Not
night.
bad.
Night's a
Not
critical
bad.
one.
Oh, and it's a critical something.
Yeah, you get the suspicion that the gnome is secretly Libistus coming from the 5th layer of Balmilly Wall.
Yeah, we should probably kill him. Like,
Well, really though, you have no idea. You don't know what he's feeling, what he's thinking. Hard to get a read on him.
Can I I'll go over to him, say that I'll kind of check out to make sure that he's at least somewhat healthy. Can I medicine check him?
You can medicine check him.
Can I have Mara 2.1 assist me?
Sure.
I'm just gonna roll.
He is exhausted. You see across his body there's several nasty marks on them, some cuts, well, they're relatively fresh. Oh, alright, we're gonna sneeze. No, it's gone, but it's gonna sneak back on me, I know it. So he's got some scars on his body, some bruises on his body, and his hands in particular are kind of burnt by the looks of it, like just starting to blister. Very, very unpleasant to have burnt hands, obviously.
It's not much, but I'm just gonna pump all of my lay on hands onto this gnome.
Okay.
That's 5 hit points.
Did you say 5?
Yeah.
All your little hands.
Attaboy. And you're done for the day. Just take a nap. You're good.
That's it. There you go, Malcolm.
So with the 5 hit points you pump into the gnome, he no doubt appreciates it, and you see some of the fresh wounds on his skin starting to patch over and heal up, and he's actually looking pretty good. You suspect he's not an adventurer by any stretch of the imagination. The 5 hit points actually goes a long way. Thank you, lad. Oh, that's very, very much appreciated. I've had a bad day, and that was a nice way to end it. It's nice to know that at least there's some kindness, even amongst strangers. So,
Oh,
thank
shucks.
you, my good lad.
Thank you. Mr. Glitterbell, were you by any chance being held captive in the Miscath pit?
Oh, that is right, my lad. How did you know that?
My god told me to search for you there. She said that something hold on, let me read
something.
the message.
You know what I'm talking about.
She said that you're working on something.
Well, not.
We don't know what, but I think it might help us on our mission.
Well, not at my own behest. This is not something I would willingly create in the world. But yes, I was creating something, lad.
And that was...
Tell me. Say hi, Riley.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, I'm going to bed now.
Hi.
Okay, off you go, Riley.
Just in case I come running back out again. Just so you know that I might be getting a little bit too sick or a little bit too much.
Okay, I got it. He could play a
Good
great
to
gnome,
know.
actually. He should be the gnome. Yeah, off you go, Riley. If I could do that voice, I would do great gnome voices. Well, before I answer that, are you familiar with what happened in Hupperdook, lad?
Oh yes, I heard it was destroyed by forces of hell. Right?
That is true. That is true. I was there when it fell, in fact. And do you know what they were after in Hupperdook, lad?
No. I don't think I do. Do I?
Nope. Nope.
No, I don't. Unfortunately not.
They were after me, lad. I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I am perhaps the greatest artificer Taldori has ever seen. I can make things that would make your mind bend and explode. So they came for me, lad. They wanted me to make them something. And do you have an idea what they wanted me to make? Let's see how smart you are.
I'm guessing it has to do with breaking the chains on Levistus?
Closely, close.
Breaking the divine gate that holds him back from the material plane?
In essence, yes. What they had me create, and it took all my cunning and expertise, and quite frankly, I would never make something like that, even under the threat of death, even under the very cost of my soul. I would never do this. But some mind magic, some powerful spells were cast upon me, and I was forced to do this, so please don't think ill of me, lad.
Did you complete the
I did.
thing?
It was a tuning crystal is the best way I can explain it. It's like this weird object that looks as if it has 9 sides, all equal sides. Quite geometrically impossible to make unless you're the greatest artificer.
Unless
Taldor
you're
has ever seen.
you.
Unless you're me. I'm yes. And unfortunately, I know for a fact that Zane Sandgray had 2 of them now. She passed them off to somebody. But Levistus is coming. He is coming, and there's nothing we can do to stop that.
What can you tell us about those who are trying to bring him back?
Well, as far as I could learn, Zane Sangre was very much the general for Levistus's army. She was going to, shall we say, coordinate the attack all over Taldori. But I don't know if you truly know what you've done by defeating Zane Sangre, but basically Levistus's plans are up in smoke. He can still come to the material plane, but he can only appear where one of these spike signs, she points to one of those black obsidian almost spikes are. Those are like teleportation anchor points. And if I was to guess, I'd say she was to take these anchor points, plant them in various places around Taldori, and then each one of those things would open up a portal to hell. Devil upon devil and upon devil would flood out. Surely. I mean, maybe if Taldori came together and worked as one, which we know is not going to happen. There's too much politics involved, quite frankly. It could have been the end of Taldori as we know it. So once again, I don't really think you know what you've done in defeating Zane Sangre, but you've at least put a severe dent in the plans of Levistus to get there. He is coming, but he is waiting for the signal from Zane Sangre to know where to go. He is coming, but if he comes
He's waiting
now,
for a signal.
he's waiting for the signal and a location to go to. Now, there's nothing stopping him burst through, but he could come in the middle of the bottom of the ocean, which would cause a problem for him.
So what's the signal?
The signal is, well, once these spikes are plunged into the ground, he knows he can teleport to that location. It'll be confusing for him, no doubt, since we have about 10 of these. I think we have the upper hand. You have a very bad idea?
Well, we can send the signal and bring him to us, right?
Well, that is true. We can choose where we battle Levistus. Where?
So, yeah, that seems to be the only option we have would be to set the stage ourselves and send the signal, bring him to us, and try to stop him there and send him back for good. But can we do that?
I mean, we can definitely choose the place of the battle. that is an advantage nevertheless. I mean, it's a bit of a catch-22 though. I mean, an obvious place would be like Rixentrum. We'd have the power of the army on our sides, but many civilians would die. We could place it in the middle of a desert and just duke it out with them there. No innocents need die, but no help will be coming.
And so what's going to come through is going to be an army, not just this one demon.
That I do not know.
I mean, I'm not saying one demon could be plenty to handle. So what is it? So we want to be a place we can bring people to, and we also want to be a place where we could avoid civilian damages. It sounds the best place is back to Uthodurn, where the king and queen know the score, and could help raise an army.
Would he do good in the cold if we did it somewhere?
Well, they're from the cold, right?
Yeah, they're.
Oh, he's from the cold.
Remember we were in the cold plane, the cold hell.
Perhaps a volcano.
Yeah. Or deep into I still think the Uthodurn could be it, which is fine somewhere deep inside Uthodurn, near maybe some lava or some heat.
Where would we find the most divine power to help us?
Where can we get help? Is what I'm thinking. The only place we've got contacts where we've done enough good to have allies would be Uthodurn, because everything else across the world, we've not really made any allies. Kind of annoying bunch, I think.
Yeah, but they took a lot of like casualties at that last battle.
Yeah, they could probably bring the allies themselves. They have all their own allies. It is a king and queen that will vouch for us. I mean, everywhere else, we could go to Eisencross, which is again cold and more to their style. Not a lot of damage, but also no help. Port Damali, we've got. I mean, I don't think we're going to bring Addie's village into this or people into this. That's the only other place we've got. I mean, I don't think we have any other allies besides that, do we? Vivi's people, contacts, but doesn't really fit. I did meet Vivi that time.
We don't know any priests or...
No, we haven't met anybody of that kind. I mean, there is a really powerful wizard we pissed off, Costello's book, but I don't think we want to talk to him.
Sorry.
One option, you did say Uthodurn, and the possibility of going in a volcano.
Yeah.
There's a great Kroll volcano just right to the north of Uthodurn, called Kravala.
There you go.
And the Uthodurnians, or I don't know how to pluralize them, they owe us now that we not only saved their queen, but their home, pretty much.
They don't all only owe us. They understand the stakes. They've been attacked. I mean, them and the other one that got attacked would know the stakes we're dealing with. They'd believe it. But Uthodurn and the king and queen would know the stakes and would rally armies, would rally allies. You know, we understand what we're trying to do. I have to convince them this plan is a good plan, which is it's a really stupid plan. But then we basically on our own ground with everybody there ready to fight. We pull a Lord of the Rings and try to end it once and for all. See, bad idea.
No, that's not a bad idea.
There's like a ledge that goes over lava. We summon them on the ledge. If nothing else, we have their back. They have nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think all that kind of stuff. I think we go one thing at a time, right? We first talk to the king and queen, get them on our side, tell them what we're going to do, why we need to do it, have them call the allies, get their ideas about this Karlavad place, and try to see where the best place would be, and we can try whatever setup we want to do to try to see if we can, drop into lava or whatever. Same time, something. We can try something creative then. Okay?
Would that work? Because we've seen that fire doesn't really do anything to devils.
Yeah, I don't know if it will. That's why I wouldn't bank on that. I'm just first thing is find allies, find a safe place to start this where we want to do this battle, and then we can figure whatever creative things around that we want to do. Right.
Does the gnome know why the crown was so important?
Inside of this crown was a mithril, but it was like modified mithril. I'm sure the
Adamantium.
queen was literally wearing a fortune on her head. So this modified mithril is the easiest way can I explain it. Was an essential component in constructing the tuning beacon. One other complication I can't help but mention is once this portal is open, short of destroying the tuning crystals, it is going to remain open.
Do you know how to destroy the crystals?
No, but I might know someone who does.
Okay.
Is it a hag?
I know, right?
No, quite the opposite. And his attention turned towards Torin.
Ooh?
And she looks at Torin. He looks at Torin and says, "You are worship of the Moonweaver, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
I am.
And where do you hail from, Torin?" "Oh, so
Lyrangorn.
Ah, from Lyrangorn. I lived there many moons ago. Tell me, what do you think your home city would think of this conflict? Would they like to get involved? Is it in their nature?"
They tend not to get involved in other people's fights unless they're directly involved. I don't think they'd be too excited to see me either.
And why is that?
Let's just say I left on not the best of terms.
Well, you see, are you, shall we say, on speaking terms with Tyrelda? Yeah. And if you don't know, but you would know, Tyrelda is the effective leader of Singorn. So you know of her at least.
Yeah, I'm in good standings with them. It's just Lyrangorn that I'm not so, in good standings with right now.
Are you familiar with the Sequoia of Remembering?
I am not.
Well, the way I understand it is the Sequoia of Remembering contains literally the memories of every elf across Eldori. And needless to say, it is the secrets within there are very, very closely guarded. But if you could, I don't know if this is possible, but this is the only solution I can come up with for destroying these tuning crystals, is tap into the Sequoia of Remembrance. I know of an elf called Varys who would know how to destroy these tuning crystals. So if we could get an audience with Tyrelda, get her permission to tap into the Sequoia of Remembrance. Unfortunately, Varys is not with us anymore, but his memories will remain in that tree. And if we could talk to Varys via the tree, we might have a way of destroying these crystals. Well, yeah, at least have a, shall we say, a recipe for destroying the crystals. And of course, the only person who could create such a device is the greatest artificer the world has ever seen. Quite frankly, you have that very person right here.
How lucky indeed. Sounds like a good plan to me. What do you guys think?
I think Mars is very dangerous around trees.
I'm fine around trees.
Just doesn't like people who like
I won't lie.
Yeah, there you go, there you go.
Home.
Burn the trees. Burn the trees. Sorry.
Do not burn the sequoia of remembrance.
Kyle did not say that. That was out of character. Yeah, no, it's not a good plan. So where would we go? Where is that at? To go to enlist their support and touch the tree?
Singorn.
I can show you in just a sec exactly where it
Okay.
is.
We're trying to enlist their support to destroy the crystals, and then go talk to King and Queen to get allies to fight the devil.
Does this map look familiar to anybody?
Yeah, that's Iman. Taldor. No, not Taldor. Yeah, Iman.
Taldor. Looks
Yeah.
very, very familiar.
Yeah, it's Singoran is up in the north somewhere. I can't quite see it, but it is up in the north.
Yeah, it's gonna be right here.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
How do we get there?
Can you teleport us there? Oh, great.
I need to
we're
have-
there.
Him.
No, but I did have a couple of keepsakes from Singorn.
Fuck yeah.
But unfortunately, they're somewhere amongst the ruins of Hupperduke.
Fetch quest.
Sheesh. That's a lot of steps. So we're going to the Hupperduke to get the items to get us over to this place to then go back to Uthodurn. Huh? Right?
Oh,
Yep,
wait,
sounds like
ooh.
Split
it
the
must be
party.
done.
No.
Time is different in hell, so
Yeah, it's only been like
He's
10
not-
minutes.
Like 10 seconds.
not even. So he's not. He'll be waiting a while, right?
He's eating dinner, right?
Oh. So are we destroying the nonahedrons? Or are we destroying these spikes?
Oh, the spikes are of no consequence. The spikes tells Levistus where to go. We're
Okay.
destroying the nonahedrons. If we can destroy that, then he's trapped there. And this is a very bold play from Levistus. I don't know why he would do this. And I suspect if it doesn't come off, some other devil, shall we say, won't be too happy with him.
So we can actually go destroy these crystals or these or whatever, and then keep him there and not even have to fight him. Is that what we're saying?
Well, this is how I see it planning out. You plant the spike in the ground. That will let Levistus know where to go.
Uh-huh.
The problem, though, is he's looking for 10 of these spikes to be planted into the ground. That will confuse him. I'm not sure what his reaction will be, but he's expecting 10, but I assume we'll be giving him 1.
Right. I can't think if we give him one, he would ignore it.
We can make like, oh shoot, wait, hold on. We can like draw a pentagram, like with the spikes.
Oh, I see. So
But
plant
twice?
all 10 spikes, but at the same
Yeah,
place.
and then make it a circle and look all demonic and stuff.
You're trying to like do something supernatural and trap him.
Yeah.
Or is that just going to create a mega portal?
Right? But I mean, okay, so one idea was to bring him here and it's fine. The other idea was to go to this place and try to destroy the crystals and where he can't get here and let the demons take care of him.
Well, the way I
As
see
the-
it, the spike will go in the ground. Levistus will use the tuning crystals to open up a portal. And when the portal opens, the tuning crystals will be there. The tuning crystals won't appear unless the portal appears.
Oh, so we're drawing them out to destroy them. Both, pretty much.
It's a very accurate summary. We're drawing them out so we can destroy it. Because quite
I'm
frankly,
fucking ready.
Quite frankly, Levistus is a arch devil.
Okay.
Someone with the power of a literal god.
Okay, so that's why I didn't know. That's why I didn't know what the strength of him was. We haven't really faced him or anything to know what power he was.
Very, very
Okay.
Yeah.
So more likely try to summon the crystals and destroy the crystals and then fight him.
Or
Maybe
all at
even
the same time.
set up a trap so we're not the
Well-
only ones fighting them.
What was that, Michael?
I suspect you'll be fighting Levistus and destroying the crystals all at the same time.
Okay, and so fighting him, we're not trying to kill him, we're trying to survive to not long enough to kill the crystals. Destroy the crystals.
Yeah.
Perhaps. That is yet to be seen.
I think if we trap him here, he'll fight even harder.
Yeah, I don't think we're trying to trap him here, we're trying to trap him there. I mean, we're trying to kill him somehow and send him back into stay and never come back, or we're trying to destroy those crystals where he can't get here. One of those two, or both.
Well, the only way we can, well, the way that we're gonna get the crystals is opening the portal.
Right.
So it's most likely gonna be where we have two problems in front of us,
Right.
and that's like the most feasible solution, I guess. Is that correct, Copper?
Yes. Most
Okay.
feasible, yes.
So let's back up to what we have to do to do that. And we're still in the same plan now of going to Uthodurn eventually and doing this. So we've got back up in the army to attack them. No?
We have to do this in Singorn, where we have a way to destroy the crystal. That's why we're going to Singorn, because that tree will give us the knowledge to destroy the crystal.
Well, I thought the tree gives us
And
knowledge to
that's-
destroy them, but not do it. The tree won't destroy it. It's going to tell us how to destroy it, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
But how about ask Torin? What complications are we likely to face there?
Well, if you guys really want to know, I was kind of, sort of kicked out and banished and told never to return.
Or
So I'm sure you guys, well, maybe you guys haven't heard of them, but the Iron Authority.
kind of like the Sports Authority.
Kinda, but Iron Emperor basically wants to release Bane and take over the whole world.
Nice.
My city tends to be on the let's stay out of everybody's problems and keep to ourselves, and let everybody else suffer, and we'll just ride it out in the mountains by ourselves. So I kind of decided, and I mean, I prayed about it, and the Moonweaver kind of hinted to me that what I should do is try to help Singorn and the rest of Taldore try to fight against the Iron Authority and stop Bane's arrival, or return. And the way that I thought I could help was to steal this potion from the Moonweaver's temple. It's called Moonfire Slav. The potion just gives you the ability to do a bunch of different things depending on where you put the potion on. So, like, if you drink it, you get certain magical effects and things like that. We're one of the only... Actually, we're the only place that knows how to make it. But basically, I got caught. Because I am a member of the royal family, instead of killing me like they would have done anybody else, they just kicked me out and told me never to come back. And then I kind of just left Taldore and came here and ended up becoming a mercenary because I'm good at fighting and stuff. Yeah, and I'm not really good at anything else at the moment. So figured this was a good way to make some money, and yeah.
I believe the saying of your people is, "We are friends of none, enemies of fewer."
Yeah, that is the family slogan.
Wow. Well, Tarnag, it seems perhaps the fate of the world rests on your shoulders to repair the relationships with your people.
No pressure.
I mean, I'm more than happy to say sorry. I just don't think that I don't know if they'll actually like, you know, look at me and go like, "Oh yeah, it's okay." I could always.
Do they pray to the Moonweaver?
Oh, absolutely.
And you don't think word of the multiple miracles that you've performed can reach them? You've made
It's
quite
possible.
the stir on multiple occasions within the temple to your god.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe they would be willing to look past my offenses. I don't know. I've always wanted to be a Moon Knight of the Moonweaver. That's what I was training to do. I was even hoping that one day I'd be able to ride. I don't know if you guys know this, but in my city, we have wyvern riders, and you have to train for a long time to actually be able to become one. But that's what I was basically training to do. You know, before I got in trouble. You have to train for like 75 years in order to do so.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a long endeavor and a great responsibility. I think you guys would actually really enjoy the city that I'm from. It's really nice and calm. Everybody's nice. There's no crime or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to try it. I'm not exactly sure how the war is going with the Iron Authority and everything there. I'm sure Tal'Doria is a mess too.
One mess at a time, perhaps. And perhaps, I can't remember who said it, but you have done great deeds in the name of the Moonweaver. I mean, you literally called down the power of the Moonweaver herself. You know, but an hour ago to trap Zane Sandgray here. You are favored by the Moonweaver, my friend.
I kind of tilt my head up and cross my arms and like have a slight grin go across his face. And he does like a little flick with his hair and goes like, "I am, ain't I?" You know what? I think this is a great idea. I'll just go there, show them that I am the Moonweaver's chosen. And I like frantically throw my arms side to side. And they'll have to listen to me, right?
Well, we shall see. And just as a DM, maybe you don't get another divine intervention.
I'm sure it takes us longer than a week to get all the way across the other side of the world, right?
We shall see.
Let's teleport.
You literally have the weapon of the Moonweaver, by the way. Like, just shove that in their face.
I like the oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, this crazy powerful mace.
I mean, it literally has her symbol like all over it, you know? And it glows.
That was transformed from a demon or a devil's weapon.
And holy water, might I add.
To divine.
A lot of it. A lot of holy water.
A lot of holy water.
And then I slowly lift it in the air. It is pretty nice. Hey, I think we should do this, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But wait, I want
Enough
to
talking.
confirm the steps first, though. So, because I've been chatting with him, I'll make sure I understand. So we're going to the Gnome City to get whatever teleport ability we have from him to teleport to this other land. Then we're going to the Tree of Knowledge to get information about how to destroy the crystals from the Tree of Knowledge and do all your politics stuff. And then we're going to Uthodurn to get an army and raise the crystals and try to destroy the crystals. And so with the army behind us around the fight the devil. Is that right?
That's right.
That's how I understand it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so make sure I had all that in the right order. Okay.
Do we have to go back to Uthodurn though?
Yeah, we're fighting my god, man. We need an army.
No, I mean, if Torin is royalty and the champion of the Moonweaver, won't Singorn
With all their
idea.
be
instincts and
inclined to
people.
help us out?
all their innocents and people and all their village and all their towns.
Well, I mean, we can just go into these. I don't know, this field or whatever.
They'll join us in battle. We don't have to fight in the city, but he just spoke of wyvern riders.
Yeah,
We can
like that would be so cool to have like fucking.
We can
like,
cross that, I guess.
leave
Let's
it.
see how the politics stuff goes when we're there. But I just really believe we need an army behind us, a large army behind us when we're doing this thing.
We need an army of something.
Yeah, if they're big enough there, then fine. But we need to, if it's going to be there, one of the other positives of Ithadern is it's in a mountain or in a volcano. It's around it's safer from civilization for all the destruction that's going to come down. Because it's going to be destruction when you do this kind of big battle, right? So I don't want to try to be saving people while we're trying to survive this thing. But if it works out, if the army works great, that's cool.
Torrin, what was your military policies of your city again?
They literally will not join into any fights unless they absolutely have to, and that's like if we were being attacked. I'm pretty sure my people haven't been in a war since they arrived in Lyrengorn.
Yeah. So let's just stick to the
What about
plan.
when what's his name came?
Even then, we did not get involved.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, really. Some of my family members, or like some of our like soldiers, joined as mercenaries. But as soon as they did that, they pretty much were exiled.
That kind of sticks to the Turin. Your family and my
that's
family would actually get along really well.
Yeah, they truly are like an independent. We are truly an independent society that are willing to welcome anyone to the city as long as you don't bring war or conflict. And if you do, they will either kill you or kick you out. Pretty simple.
Yeah. So pretty much they wouldn't be the ones to go to for help.
Yikes! Never mind then.
Alright, so
I mean,
Hypothetically, how many people would need to die for you to
No,
become the ruler?
no. Colin says no.
you shouldn't need to kill anybody.
I'm
No.
just curious.
I think you make a good point with
No.
saying like, hey, you know, I am like the Moonweaver's chosen like knight, so I can like go and like appeal to the Lyrengorn Council and basically show them what is to come if they don't get involved. They will either get involved ahead like now or fight alone once everybody else is gone. You know?
Just make sure you tell them they aren't true believers if they don't follow you. You know?
Alright, we have our path.
Yeah, so I think that's
There's
what we should do.
Thick.
Okay. And, I mean, there are two challenges we need to face. There is one, get access to the Sequoia of Knowledge, and two, I can't see it happening, but it's worth a try. I mean, as you say, literally, it is written into the very fabric that they are the friends of none and enemies of even fewer. I mean, not that long ago, Vecna himself wandered these lands. Did they get involved then? Nope.
Yeah, we sure didn't.
Conquered the dragons. They ravaged these lands, destroyed cities. You can help me. What's the name of the place? The dragon place, which was destroyed.
Oh, it was the place.
Where the PC died, the guy who was part of Critical Role but then left early on, he had a wizard.
Oh, it was Wildmount. Not Wildmount, Draconia.
Draconia, yeah. So not even when the Clovis Concord literally destroyed Draconia, and even now the cradle of the Cinder King the scar of the Cinder King remains in Emon. Did your people get involved then, Haran?
They unfortunately did not. They truly do. Like, my people do like truly value life above war. I mean, we prepare for it because we're not fools, but we refuse to fight in anyone else's war unless it truly involves us. And the easiest way to make sure it doesn't involve us is just not being involved with everybody's squalor and fights and stuff, you know?
But this literally involves everyone.
Oh, I know that. You see me, I'm here.
As was true with Victor, as was true with the Cinder King.
Yeah, but they never had a true warrior of the Moonweaver.
I don't think we're gonna get
I
those
don't think that
dragons.
there's ever been someone who has been blessed by the Moonweaver as much as I have been. I can admit to that. So they may listen. Our armies are replenished. There's no we literally have knights that are ready to fight. You know, they just never do.
Well,
Right, so to Hupperduke?
I think, fortunately, time is a little bit on our side. I mean, Zane Sandgrave was to plant these all across not only Wildmount, but Taldori as well. I think we have a little bit of time up our sleeves. So if there's other things you need to prepare, people you need to gather, now would be the time.
Well, if we have time, Egan wants to go save his master, but only if we have time.
A question: are there other people, Egan, who you think, like from that monastery or people who she's maybe taught, that would like aid us? Because honestly, more monks on our side would be extremely helpful.
I can't say I know that. Literally the only, other than my removal from the monastery, my only interaction was with my master. So I don't know how she treated others, or if she's loved or hated. Those two we defeated earlier seemed to hate her quite a bit, and were disgusted when I asked of her.
Okay. How far is that away from us at the moment? Where is the temple again?
Well, we can-
Or the monastery?
We bring you to a map.
Yeah, this is also the time. It's like tell you if your affairs in order kind of time too. So
Yeah.
Say your goodbyes forever.
right.
Camorta is.
I can.
Yep.
Oh, I can get that. I can get us there pretty close.
So here is Camorta, right here towards the bottom of the map. And where that is, I mean, you're, just where are you guys? Where are you guys? You're down to the little bit south of here.
Quarter mile, yeah.
Let's get you to the big map. Map of the world. Okay, so you guys are kind of down here. Camordia, where Egan's people are, is there. Uthodurn is up here. And, of course, Taldori is not shown on this map. Oh, it's kind of, there's a little bit of it over there.
What's the limitation on the teleport spell about the time? I'm trying to remember what I'm trying to look it up. I can't find it. Like I've got there's a 6-month window reason why I can't do something. I can't remember what that was.
Because the thing you need for teleport, it has to be taken within X months.
Okay,
spent a
okay.
long time in hell.
I got you. Okay, thank you. I saw the silk. I saw the silk cloaks from there. But you're right. It's over 6 months.
Yeah. Take this one.
I was trying to find that. I couldn't find that.
Yeah, associated object means you possess an object taken from the desired destination within the last 6 months.
So close. Okay.
I'll put that in the chat. Exactly.
Could we purchase something? If I went to, we're in freaking Port Isle, can we go and find another silk, one of these silk cloaks?
Oh yeah, that's true. We got plenty of money.
Yeah, more than happy to.
We didn't get us all
donate.
the way there. It puts us somewhere in here, right?
This question. This is not something that Mara would say, but did we loot her body?
Yeah, we got
Yes, I
the
did.
word.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in 6 months, right?
Yeah, you did loot her body. I mean, you found that journal in there. And there's a
Right.
+2 longsword there that does an extra 2d6
Right, buddy.
necrotic damage.
Yeah.
I would like that sword. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
All yours.
Yeah, so just a +2 longsword. Yeah, just an
Nice.
extra 2d6 necrotic damage. I'll put it in chat in case you can't find that's literally what it does.
Silvered longsword.
Yeah. So if we can find, I mean, really, and there, also there's another. The dash is somewhere over here, right?
I think it's a bit further south. Anyway, I'll put you back onto the Zemni fields. We can get a.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dash is down a bit further south.
So dash is there. We're trying to get to here. That's not too. That's pretty close. So if we can find anything that's recently from the dash, I can teleport us to the dash. In Port Molly or from Pride's Call. Those are the two places closer. If you can find something from there, about 6 months, I can use it to get us there.
So, just so we're clear, we're putting the fate of the world on hold for some type of revenge mission.
Well, you said we have time, right? This is like a set your affairs in order. So you put all your affairs in order type of time. So anything you want to do before we kill ourselves. Now's the time to do it.
Sacrifice ourselves.
Yeah, for the greater good. I would not mind having another high skilled monk with us present. That sounds fantastic, if
So
possible.
the idea is maybe hopefully get some allies in the process.
Yeah.
And then where's the gnome? I'm sorry, I'm bouncing around, Malcolm. Where's the gnome city from there we have to go to? I see it. I see it there.
Hupperdook. Yep.
The
So that's the next question. So even if we go to the dash and do this thing and come here, which will take us a while, we're going to figure out how we get to Hupperdook.
Now you're drawing pentagrams on the map.
I know, right? And Andrew's obsessed with pentagrams, man. But I assume that our friend here has something from Hupperdook in the last 6 months, right?
Oh, the gnome. Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, yes.
Okay. So we should be able to use the object he has to get us to Hupperdook. So we can either do it now, first, or we go and then goes the dash from there, or we go try to find someone that in Port Amalia has something recently from the dash, and pop into the dash.
Maybe Hupperdook first, just to make sure we get that, because that is the item we need.
For fair.
And
The
then
only
we
challenge-
can get our affairs in order.
Well, let's before we leave Port Amalia though, try to find something from Zadash. I don't want to try to find that thing in Hupperdook. I think Port Amalia is a big, huge port city. We'll find more stuff from there. I don't know with a conquered, if you will, Hupperdook, what we're going to find there.
it was destroyed, not conquered.
Yeah, I was
Raised.
being
Yeah, it's probably going to be empty.
I was being flippant. Does that work though for a plan? Malcolm's now wishing we did this talking before we finished last session.
Oh, no.
So search Port Molly for an item from the dash. Find the item. Hopefully, this has been there the last 6 months. So we just recently been here. I don't know how we're gonna know that for sure, but we can do our best. And then go to Hupperdook to get this what we need. This item we need from the gnome to get to that other land. Right?
Well, the thing I need from Humperduke amongst the rubbles is some keepsakes from Singorn. Unless you have something on your own, Torrin, we could cut out the middleman.
Yeah. Well, it's last 6 months though.
Oh, well, yes, that is a problem. I mean, I have fortunately been there in the last 6 months, so we could find my items amongst the rubble of Humperduke, then we might just have a chance.
Right. Yep. So that's our
I
path.
think
Is
that's
go to
what we should go and do. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to Humperduke to get items that we could use to get to his home. Then we're going to Zadash to get to Commodore to do a heist or something, rescue, and then we're going to over to the Torrance home to talk to the tree. We've got about a 6 month plan here figured out. So
Do we want to stop in Uthadern to see if they want to send anyone with us for the fight, or are we just gonna?
no, we're going to go. We're going after we. So the long term plan is that after we finish up getting the tree of knowledge, to go to Uthadern to gather an army to work with us to destroy these crystals. So it's last on the list. So it's let me run through this again. Order Molly, find an item from Zadash. Go to Humperduke to get to his items to get to his land. Go to Zadash so we can go over to Commodora. So I'm horrible with names, guys. Commodora to rescue these monks. Then we're going over to Torrin's home to talk to the Tree of Knowledge to understand how to destroy the crystals. And then we're going to Uthadern to try to fight a demigod.
Yep.
Jesus. Yeah.
Right.
So we just laid out about 6 months worth of game. So
Okay. Do you want to write that down in chat, please, and I will put
Yeah.
it
yeah, well,
as the plan that we will probably inevitably fuck up, but we'll try. We'll try, man.
right? Until something happens, we see something shiny, and we jump off in that direction. It was cool.
The cheerleader saved the world, indeed.
A monk save the monk, save the world.
I'm going to do this, but ignore my spelling. If you want to fix spelling, you can do that on your own. Because I don't want to take all the
That's okay. As long as it's legible, we're all good.
legible-ish. Yeah. Okay.
So it seems as if we're not going to Torrin City quite now. Perhaps this will give you lots of time to pray on it, Torrin.
Yeah. I think it will.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Are there
Type it in. Yeah,
a
look, we need to
lot
look
of
around for the
magic
Molly.
items?
Sorry, go ahead.
Are there a lot of magic items in Port de Molly?
Possibly.
Oh my
I
god.
would
Don't
like
do it, man. It's a
to-
trap.
I would like to. Oh wait, what?
We'll get to magic item shopping in just a sec.
Okay.
But you're looking for an item from Humperduke in Port de Mali. Is that correct?
Yes.
No, not from Hubbard. Dude.
No, we're looking for an item from Zadash.
As a dash. Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I got it in.
you can get to Humperduke easily enough via
Yep.
get to Val. That's fine.
Right.
Uh,
I have a very bad spelling version of this in Discord for future reference, and tomorrow somebody can fix it.
No, that looks good.
Okay.
in fact, I've pinned that message for easy access later.
Thank you. Perfect.
Okay, okay, so someone can make me an investigation check. Yes, you can do it at advantage. Yes, you can do guidance. So now you're gonna ask.
Got this, Connell.
Yeah, dude. Everyone's gonna shoot back up.
I'll help and I'll cast guidance.
Okay. I don't know, Connell's investigation is pretty stellar, so
No, it's okay.
Ugh. Roll a d4
It's
anyway.
okay.
D4 anyway.
No, why not?
Even 30. No advantage, so it's 30,
32.
32.
32, bro.
Okay.
As recently from Zadash as I can find. We don't know how long we're going to be bouncing around.
Well, interestingly, you go round to the shops and you don't find anything there. But you start asking more around at street level. You actually find a beggar almost, who's obviously far under the influence of drugs. And he's got some drugs that were imported from Zadash.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
Wonderful. Thanks, Malcolm. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay.
The biggest I didn't say I was going to give them to you.
Here's 10 gold.
Right?
Make it 20.
Here's 10 gold.
He hands over the drugs.
Right.
10 gold's a fortune. He's trying his luck though, why not? Okay, so you have some drugs that were from Zadash to Port Damali. I'm just looking at the imports and export for Zadash, and they do have a lot of drugs around there.
Okay. So then we're going to rest somewhere and jump over to Hupperduk.
Well,
I don't want to rest. It's just have...
I feel like shit.
Right?
You look like shit.
Yep.
I mean, this temple is quite nice. I don't mean to presume, but could we stay here? Mara, I believe it was?
I could probably talk to somebody. Are you still feeling unwell? Like, I'm gonna check him out. Does he still look like shit?
He just looks tired now. I mean, as I said, he's no combatant. He's an artificer, and one good swipe with a sword would take him down. So I think
like
common.
what happened with Vivi.
Okay. Yeah, I can. I can go find somebody. Let me just ask real quick. I will go and ask somebody.
Mara, they say you're very well respected. You don't even need to ask, but we appreciated that you did.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Also, I apologize. We killed somebody in the back room. It's like the leader of like an archdevil army.
Well, okay. We'll leave you to deal with the body shit. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know in case you're wondering why there's like blood.
Well, being a cleric, I assume you know how to use a scrubbing brush.
Good. Yes, and I'm going to look back at Mara 2.1, who then looks down at the ground.
Okay, so Mara 2.1 starts cleaning up the mess. That does raise a larger question, though. What are you doing with the body of Zane Sandgrey, if anything?
Burn it.
Yeah, you want to do that? Because I was cast Disintegrate on it.
I will check it.
That's what I was going to say.
I will check it out first. Like a general medicine check, I guess. I'm looking. Is there any like notifiable like tattoos or markings or anything on this chick?
She's covered in tattoos. In a very Goliath type. Remember, she's a Goliath, and she's very skinny, but she's still a Goliath. She's covered in tattoos. Do a history check if you like, Mara.
Yeah.
You know everything.
So, it all kind of pieces together. You'd found out, I think, with the Cobalt Soul, that the Sandgreys were known to be not far from Rosanna, one of the, not the Empire, the Dynasty's lands. And you've seen it. It just further identifies her around the Barb Fields. Like that's where she's originally from. So it kind of matches up with what you found. I think from the Cobalt Soul is where you got that.
So clerics, where did this bad girl's soul go?
Bad girl.
Yeah. Where did her soul go? Because is she going to warn the devils that she's dead? Oh, hey, I'm dead. I'm in hell now.
either Mara or Caspian would know that if she did indeed pledge her soul to Levistus, which seems quite likely, her soul has gone to hell, and she's currently in something called a lemur, which is such a pathetic creature that it would never get an audience with anybody.
Okay, so he wouldn't know that she's dead.
Nope.
You know, she pledged her soul to him.
Yeah.
He'll probably know, but he probably won't care.
No, he'll care because it's her plan to do all this. He's waiting for her to do the signal. So if we give a signal, if he knows, he'll know that it's not her doing it. Not saying he wouldn't teleport anyway, because the chance to come here, he may still do it, but it does change things a little bit. We won't have surprise on our side.
I mean, I'm sure that So Mara, did you see anybody else in the room besides the gnome and when you scribed?
No,
I think it was.
You saw Zane Sangray putting the gnome up on the thing. And the thing with scrying, you just really see the person. You're lucky to even see the gnome. So.
Alright, we're going to have to just be aware.
Yeah, just a heads up. Somebody else could have been in the room, and then poof, they both disappear, and then poof, she comes back, and then poof, she's gone again, and then she never comes back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as worried about that as the huge devil knowing that she's dead. That would be a bigger deal. But regardless, I think that it doesn't change the plan at all. It just means that when we get to that point, we're going to have to be aware that he might be aware, and then so he won't be surprised. So I don't think it'll stop this thing from trying to get out when he's got a chance to get out, you know?
No, I agree with that.
So I think that didn't change the plan. It just means that we can't expect surprise. In fact, we may have surprises waiting for us when we do it. I'm giving Malcolm plenty of ideas, so that's also.
What are you doing, buddy? What's wrong?
You're welcome, Michael. Okay, Malcolm. Okay. Let's do this.
We're on Port Damali right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let me just say,
Should we go check in with the gold chain and check in with?
Sorry, let me just say, I've been planning this showdown for a while. So trust me, I've got contingency.
I'm sure.
Backup
I'm sure.
Sorts of things. Sorry, Taran, what were you saying?
Should we check with the golden chain and see if they found anything? Remember, we paid those like a bunch of spies to like look for stuff for us.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
I mean, we're here.
And what did you pay them to look for?
Information on like other people that might be helping to open these portals and stuff.
Okay. You check.
Worst case scenario, we can always pay them to like keep helping to like fight against random demons or something.
So if you paid them to look for people that were helping, I mean, they say they did the job well. They went far and wide looking for, worshippers of Levistus, and they did. I mean, there's nutty people worshipping devils all over the place, right? Even in this place called Earth, I'm sure we could find a weird satanic set that's worshipping Levistus and wants to end the world. I mean, you're going to find people like that no matter what you go. So they did find some of those people, but they felt they were acting in isolation. They weren't aware of any big picture thing. Just a vague idea that somehow one day they'll break out Levistus from his icy prison and he'll take over the 9 Hells himself and they'll be taken into glory with him. Nothing unfortunately specific to the imminent arrival of Levistus.
Cool. Well, we could always hire them to go and try to attack the and save Egan's master while we go and grab the item. At least we'd have like some like backup at like there waiting for us when we finally get there.
If we want to hire them to scout it out, that would be great. If we can but they'd have to be incredibly careful. The monks will kill them if they find them snooping around.
We are talking about the Golden Chain Mercenary Company, okay? They don't get much better than this.
Okay.
Is that true?
These monks were paid
But how long will it take them to get there from here?
Well, I mean, if we're well,
'Cause
we could always just
teleporting.
poof them to Pride's Call and poof back, and then go to.
I'm teleporting them to where? How many to who?
If we went to Pride's Call first, and then went to Hupperduke, because we're how many teleports do you get?
7th level spells. I mean, I have.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, I can. I've got. I mean, with my cool book, I've got. I think 3, but that's still like a lot to be used.
3?
Yeah, it's a cool book.
What the fuck?
If we just, it was that big huge super wizard earlier. But still, it's 7 level spells. I don't want to use them just to like pop around, you know.
Well, I mean, we can send them, go to sleep, and then you get them back, don't you?
Yeah, but you want to send how many? So you want to send? I can only do so many at a time. So you may bring a mercenary group to Prize Call. We have to go find some item from Prize Call. For one thing.
Wouldn't it be better just to send them to Zadash so they don't have to cross the mountains?
Yeah, I also don't know why
1,
we're
2,
sending
3,
them.
4, 5
Okay.
mountains.
How much of the drugs do we need to use in order to Zadash? And also, how much drugs did you buy?
It's the amount of money value for the drugs is much less than 10 gold pieces. I mean, might be a couple.
Oh
of
yeah, I
silver.
know. Yeah.
Of course, you can use it multiple times. It's not consumed on casting of the spell. And I see Connell asked you, Mara, did you reset your teleport thing to your temple?
So if this changes anything, I have to take a nap first, like a sleepy sleep.
Yeah, we're all gonna do a long rest. I mean, you already asked for people we could, and no one's gonna do that before we go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So just assume you've taken a long rest.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, I would let Mara know that if she needs, like, I know we used a lot of diamonds recently. I think if we need, if she needs money for that, I have 3,000 gold that Egan doesn't care about.
I mean, I'm always down for more diamonds. That is very useful. Also, incense. I would enjoy a lot of incense. And yeah.
How many diamonds do you have at the moment?
I have 1.
And I
Listen.
have none.
Yeah, we need more than that.
Yep.
Be about 7, I think. Just a random number.
So for the diamonds, make me another investigation check, Connell, with advantage plus the d4.
Sure.
And we'll see how that comes out. You get 1 more diamond.
Did you do a D4?
Even with a d4, even with a 27, you get 1 more diamond.
Okay.
Well, that one Torin can have, so at least one of us each has one.
Okay, I haven't
yeah.
forgotten about you, Indra. What are you looking for?
Well, I just want to find a what's that thing called? The Sentinel Shield.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have your friend Connell look for one.
Oh yes, please.
I just ran out to get a drink. Timing. Oh, there we go.
22.
Nice, thanks, bro.
So a Sentinel shield is not cheap. He does find one. They're asking 20,000 GP for it.
20,000. Jeez Louise, never mind.
Also, Egan would
I
remind
just
the
laugh
party-
and walk away.
Egan?
He would just remind the party that the monks are most likely to use poison again on the party. So, just, I don't know, people want to buy anything to counteract poison.
Yeah,
There's
is there
a chance.
items and stuff that we can find that can do that?
Yeah, like it's well, I don't have any attunement spots, so is there any like potions or something we could buy?
Lesser restoration.
There is a thing called a parapet of proof against poison. Doesn't require attunement, and poisons have no effect on you, and you're immune to the poison condition, and immunity to poison damage. In other words, poison just nada. This costs 5,000 GP though.
I'm definitely buying one.
Okay, there is only one, but you can buy that one for 5,000.
Oh dang. If somebody else wants to take it, because I'm not always mixed in with the fight. But if no one else wants to buy it, I will buy it. Going once?
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
Me neither.
I'm in the
Cool.
in the back, so yeah, you're good.
Egan would like to try and find anyone who might have a potion of haste or two on them.
Vivi had one on it. But it made you like grow hair on your like arms or something.
I'm already made of feathers, so you know.
Wait, let me try to see if I still have it in my character sheet. Because it was, remember when we met that really bad artificer? And then I
Yeah.
stole a few of the potions.
Yep.
One was a fire giant strength, and then one was a potion of haste.
You can get a potion of speed, as it's called, which is not terribly expensive at 500 gold pieces.
Sold.
Yeah, it's called Max's crappy potion of speed in my old character sheet.
Can I buy 4,000 gold worth of like potions for health?
No, because they don't have an
Yeah.
unlimited supply.
Dang.
What type of the superior healing, normal healing?
Anything I get my hands on. That would be 4,000 gold worth.
Okay. Okay, roll me D4 plus 3. That's how many potions you can get. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Nice.
So I'm going to say you can get 2 superior healing, 2 greater healing, and 3 normal healing. So in other words, 2 8d4 plus 8, which is your superior healing, and 2 4d4 plus 4 potions, which is a greater healing, and 3 2d4 plus 2. And I'll just work out what that'll set you back.
And the last one you said was 2d4?
Yeah, I got it in chat there if you see it right at the bottom.
Oh, perfect.
In Discord. And that'll set you back 2,500 for all of that.
Coolio.
This might be your last chance to do some shopping. Is anybody else interested in anything?
I could just use some like better armor to get my AC up a bit.
What type of armor?
Like +1, +2 leather.
Not studded leather.
Yeah, studded leather works. Spiked armor that isn't made of metal. You know, stuff like that.
I'll put it this way: you to get +1 armor on anything, costs you an extra 1,000 plus the cost of it. So, for example, plate mail I think is 1,500. It'll cost you an extra 1,000, so 2,500 to get a +1 version of it. Get a +2
really?
version of it is an extra 6,000.
Extra 6,000, hey?
So +1 is 1,000 EP. +2. Tell what, if you're spinning, just say it's 1,000. If you want leather.
If you want, I can give you $2,000 towards it to help if you want the money.
It's a lot of money for like an extra 2 AC though.
I think it's
That
worth
goes
it.
a long way,
AC is
bro.
huge.
2 AC is a lot in this game.
I know you want that +3.
I can afford that. Like my next option was the barrier tattoo, but I think that costs more.
Sick.
It's all the same, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really the same. Usually, some effect, just same cost. It's just a different way of getting it.
Yeah, because I'm just wearing leather armor and my AC is 16.
Yeah.
So what's it gonna be, bro?
I'm shopping on the good old interwebs here. Yeah, I can only afford the +1, so I'll get +1.
Okay.
Let's get.
You
Be cool, and I'll get
Put it
spiked
in.
armor.
Alright.
+1 spiked armor, but not metal. Like bone, kind of.
Nice.
Yeah.
By the way, Sirenscape sells its Holy Avenger and gets 190,000 gold pieces for it.
Dang.
Read that in, man.
It's loaded.
Let's mug them.
Can I roll to persuade to borrow some of that money?
Sirenscape literally lives on a different plane than Torrin does, so.
Egan would
Wait till
also
day 7.
try and find a couple bottles of really flammable oil or liquid substances.
What was it you're looking to buy? What, sir?
Really flammable substances in bottles.
Well, that would be just oil, right? Which is in. We just.
Didn't know if there's anything like that might burn hotter than oil.
like super oil.
Or no, there's
Super
powder.
oil.
Powder. There's some powder. There's very fast.
I mean, oil is already pretty flammable. It's kind of what it does.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine with oil. I just was asking if there was anything more.
Holy oil.
You can get up to, say, 3 flasks of oil, and it costs a silver piece per flask.
I will take all 3 of those.
Okay. And sorry, Mara, did you cast your spell?
Yes, yeah.
I'm wanting. Okay, so you have this to fly back to. If things go bad.
Which they will, but you know.
Is anybody think else people are looking for?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Nah.
manually put this in.
Or Eugene beyond.
Because all the spiked armor shows up as like spiked armor of acid resistance, spiked armor of cold resistance, but I don't want that. I just want normal ass spiked armor, man.
Well, just add the equivalent armor like leather armor or whatever, and just change the description of it.
I guess.
Leather armor, but spiky.
Hey,
It's
so where are you
spiked.
guys off to next?
We're
Are
going
we
to. Are you guys?
spending the night in Port Damali?
Yeah, we already did technically.
Yep.
Okay.
We're bouncing to the Gnome City.
Okay,
Habaduke.
Gladabau points out once again that the only reason he's going to Huppadook was to get. Oh yeah. Sorry. Torrin's stuff is more than 6 months old, so you have to go to Huppadook anyway.
Huh?
Okay. So
Yep.
that's that. Let's take a short break while I say goodnight to my kids, and I'll
Sounds
be back
good.
in just a little bit. See you in a bit, guys.
Cool. Stealth 2.0.
Yes, yep.
That's
It's definitely the same one.
Alright, so magic items acquired. Power level was increased just slightly for what's looking more and more every day like a showdown with a god. Mara casts her... What's the name of the spell, Mara?
Word of recall
Uh,
for the teleporty thing.
Okay, so Word of Recall is cast on Mara's temple. I believe that one even works across planes, doesn't it?
Yes, that is how we got back.
Okay. So, drugs in hand, potions in hand, some rather spiffy new armor and outfits for Caspian.
Yeah, it's all made of bone.
What would the Mighty MP6 like to do?
And jump to Hyperduke.
To battle.
To hopefully, well, maybe battle. The intent is to grab some items, but I doubt it's that simple.
Yeah, Hopper Duke's supposed to be a quick
It's
in
just
and
a
out.
fetch quest, bro.
Right.
5 minutes, guys.
Run to the store, grab one thing, man.
And just
Right.
as an aside, by the way, you will probably notice that we're rapidly heading up to the conclusion of this campaign for the MP6. So I'm guessing maybe the next session. So it's either this session and one more, or this session and 2 more.
Okay,
That's how close we're getting.
Okay.
that's cool.
Working hard on behind the scenes for the Shattered Teeth campaign. And I must
Excited for it.
I'm very excited for it. I think you guys is going to have a lot of fun. Okay.
Yep, stoked.
So, Glitterbell brings out, I don't know, something he managed to grab from Huppadook before he got there, a gold coin, and hands it to you and says, "Alrighty, and as if we're allies now, take me to Huppadook, my good sir."
And so then they pop over.
Okay, let's get the teleport spell exactly. Okay, so you have familiarity. So your familiarity. Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think it matters, actually.
I don't think so matter. The job of the familiar, I think it's pretty much right there.
Yeah. You are right. So, given the familiarity of this little gold coin that originated from... Oh, we'll say a rock. A rock actually makes more sense. A rock from the rubble of Huppadook that he grabbed as a memento. You magically... you and up to 8 willing creatures, so that's good. So you can take Glitterbell along for the ride as well. Up here in Huppadook. Now Huppadook is a mess. You see, I would have found some music that was suitable for a destroyed place, but once again, these things are unexpected. But yeah, you see just destruction everywhere. And here they actually have a map of Huppadook. So all these little things here are just destroyed. Glitterbell does tell you that they were very much trying their best to hide him. They made no mention, they made no secret of the fact who was looking for, which unfortunately really led to the destruction of Huppadook. And the upper Huppadook as well is destroyed. It's just an absolute mess. Glitterbell takes a deep breath. You see some tears starting to streak down his face. Well, I guess we'll need to get to looking then. I can take you to my house, and then maybe just help me sort through the rubble. It was a nice little mirror that they gave me in Singorn, so find a nice mirror. Hopefully it's not broken, and we can use that to get to Singorn.
All right.
Everybody, make
Mhm.
me a investigation check.
Does that include 2.1?
Yep, it does include 2.1.
Classic 2. Egan gets me.
I'm with you. I'm just, I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't
I
understand.
think
why
with
we're
my
here.
sword.
Torrent
Hey.
places himself. So, you all search through the rubble. There are, I mean, it's not quite a ghost town yet. You see some people still searching through rubble, perhaps for loved ones, but pretty much the town has been abandoned. But you do find the mirror, funnel. It is broken and in pieces. Leatherbell says, yes, that is indeed the mirror. It's such a shame it was broken. I treasured that mirror. But it will do the job.
I mean, isn't he an artificer? Can he fix it? World's greatest artificer, quote unquote. I'm not saying that out loud, but like, you know what I mean.
Rude.
Burn.
He's actually fishing for someone to cast the mending spell for him, but you're right, the world's greatest artificer will take a little bit of time and fully repair the mirror. But you're
I'm
right.
sorry.
No, that's a good point. Hoping someone would do something nice for him, but who am I kidding?
Yeah.
He was a little bit full of himself earlier. So
As he should be.
This is the world's
the world's
greatest.
greatest. Yeah.
Okay, so you do have a way to get to Singor now, which is good. And it sounds as if you guys are looking for a gem-encrusted bowl.
You want to look for that up real quick before we go anywhere else?
You can commission one to get done. We'll just say you did it in Port Damali. It'll just take a couple of days to construct it, because not a lot of people generally have a gem-encrusted bowl. But if you do go off to Egan's place, then it should be ready by the time you get back. So in
Cool.
other words, spend 1,000 gold pieces and just add it to your inventory so we don't forget. But you don't technically have it yet. Just so we don't forget.
Will do. Can I get 2 actually?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
That's the one.
I have to ask,
That's
but
always-
I'll give it to Mara. Mara, you can put it in your, because I can't do anything with it. But it's paid for.
Can eat cereal out of
Well,
it.
I mean, you could eat. Yeah, you could eat out of it.
That is true.
Oh,
You can eat your bird seeds.
That's just
eat
racist.
Real food, thank you very much.
Alright, so we're gonna be ready to vamp over to Zadash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you bamf over to Zadash. Are you using drugs? You're in
Yeah.
Zadash.
Just snorts them.
Is Zadash? Do
Are
they
we
make a
really
lot of
good idea,
drugs
buddy?
there?
What's that? I'm sorry.
The dash.
Does Zadash make a lot of drugs? If the drugs came from there, is it like a place where I could buy some drugs?
Why is it you're buying drugs?
Indra.
Because I
We need to have the
specifically would like to search for some brown sued.
What is that?
It was in campaign 1 of Critical Role, and it does some pretty cool things.
I remember that.
I'm just looking it up now. Going to the Wikipedia page. It's an illegal substance sold across Alexandria. It's refined from residual. Interesting. Mm,
Oh my goodness.
uh,
It is actually good.
The extended spell. Extended spell. You sound as if you know what this is, Intro. What is extended spell?
It's a meta magic that increases the duration of any spell longer than a minute to 24 hours.
That's insane.
Yeah, that seems a bit.
It's a sorcerer meta magic.
Yeah.
Could be a little broken.
Yeah, it sounds a little broken to me, bro.
Yeah, take a level in
Dang.
sorcerer, you boob.
I'll tell you what. If you do find some, you can buy it. It will extend a spell that you cast, but it will just double it. Like invisibility, for
Double it.
example, could last for 2 minutes as opposed to 1 minute.
Dang.
That's just
I'll just
24
get
hours.
some normal drugs then.
Okay, make an investigation then, Indra. I assume no one's helping you with this. I could be wrong.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna be like, y'all got some drugs? I need some drugs. I need my fix.
And Indra gets
And then you say you have to tell me if you're a cop, right?
Yeah.
And
You're not-
you're a cop.
You're not a glass blade, are you?
Oh, there we go. That's solves that whole problem of the brown suit. You just don't find any. Just not good at looking for stuff. Okay, so how are you planning to get to Kamorda?
Walking.
Yeah. Yeah, then we're doing old fashioned. We have to trench.
Sticking to the roads?
I.
Are there
You
horses
can go-
that we can buy?
Yeah, more than happy to pay for horses since this is for me.
I can conjure up some horses every hour.
Yeah, I can actually bring up a steed too.
Yes, you can
Interesting.
buy a riding horse for 75 gold pieces each.
Are there any war horses available?
There are. Make an investigation check, Indra.
Oh, dang it. Can someone help me, please?
And I kind of just want to see. But yeah, no, I'll help you. I'll help you. Just out of pity.
Thanks, bro.
And I'll cast guidance on you, bro.
Yeah, I'm a big dummy. Oh, nice. Plus
there's-
guidance.
Yep, that's guidance. There is one
18.
more horse for 400 GP.
I will buy it.
Alright, I'll buy everyone else's horse, so what is that, 225?
Well, Kyle doesn't need one. He'll be a wolf.
Be a wolf. Yeah.
150.
I can't.
Oh, yeah, I
don't-
forgot you could turn into a wolf.
It's not a great idea for me to ride on a horse.
So wait, how many horses do we need then?
4, I think.
4? Okay, so 300 gold.
Yeah, 3.
I just have a horse now. Well, are these just pure out, like we bought them? Or are we renting them?
No, you bought them.
Are you gonna bring them back? I'm not.
Okay, well, now we have to name them.
You can do whatever you want with them. They're ours.
Minus 400.
My ancestors ride dragons. I can't ride this thing.
Does the person selling me
You
the
know where we
horse
can get a dragon?
have armor for a horse?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, can we kit out our horses? Like,
Yeah, I just want to be like, I just want to pimp this right out.
They happen to have a horse hat.
Why are you?
That does absolutely nothing.
Why are you pimping the horse though? Because when we teleport away, they can't come with us, can they?
I don't know, man.
Shit.
How many people
That's
can Connell
okay.
take?
No, I don't.
If I'm riding, I'm riding in style.
I think animals can. But I have to look. Hang on.
You can do 9 creatures, including Connell. So you can take 1 horse with you. So you have 7 in your party now, including the gnome. Oh no, you could take 2, in fact. 2 horses with you.
We have Mara. It's pretty one out. You count both those?
Yeah, they both have it set up. The other Mara technically had. Well,
Oh,
actually,
that's true.
yeah.
I think I'm really close to max anyway. I was kind of afraid I actually can't bring everybody with the gnome too. I think I can. I think everybody
People
plus.
double up on horses.
Yeah, the teleport will work with the 2 Maras and the gnome.
Yeah, just no
Connell
horses.
plus
Though.
8. Yeah, no horses, yeah.
So the horses are part of the party. No.
Yeah.
So we leave the horses behind because we can't teleport them.
Yep.
Okay. So, you get your horses, name them if you like. If you want to pimp them up.
I mean, you're gonna use your money on horses. You're not gonna keep very long.
Yeah, why not?
What
man?
else am I gonna spend it on?
All right, cool. Just
Ending world hunger.
That's
I've
Mars
tried
job.
that.
Prayers
Yeah.
for-
That's Mars job.
So for 20 gold pieces, and you get a military saddle, which should be an improvement. If you really wanted to travel in style, you could buy a chariot.
I mostly just want to buff up his AC because he has like an AC of 11.
Okay, tell you what, spend 100 gold pieces and it would have like leather, the equivalent of leather armor. You're not gonna fully put it out like a war horse with, plate mail armor effectively.
How much did you say?
100.
100? Yeah. Nice. Money well spent.
So while Connell runs around on a wolf, everybody else is pretty normal horses, just do their job, nothing else. Old Indra, he's got his war horse, cut it out with a saddle and everything else. And Caspian, what are you wild shaping into?
I'll do my eagle again and fly above, like my giant eagle.
Okay, so you can have 75 gold pieces back then, Egan.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so you are on the road between Zadash. And given the horses, how fast do horses travel? Now
60?
and at a normal speed, yeah, 60 is right, but you usually travel at 30 feet per round, then 60 feet per round, and you usually get 20 miles per day. I'm going to say you get 40 miles per day on these horses. So 109. Sorry, just a sec. I'd say it takes you the best part of a week to get there. Just traveling it, taking it slow, moving along. The good news is, while the very fate of the world hangs on your shoulders, no demonic armies have invaded. No devils on the horizon. And as Glitterbell said, you're really waiting. Hell is waiting for these things to be placed, and they need to be placed all over the place. But you do arrive at Mordor.
Woo.
And one thing you immediately noticed, I mean, Egan, you've searched long and wide for this place. I know from your backstory, and you haven't found it. But now that you're in this particular place, you look around. It looks kind of familiar, but it also looks like it's been rebuilt. Like houses aren't where they used to be, and if you look closely, you can see like the grass hasn't quite grown back. It's a bit different color to everywhere else. So you can tell they're, in order to go about the extreme secrecy of this place, they went so far as to rebuild the village, which is why you couldn't find it all those months that you were searching for it. Yeah, so it looks new, as if it's been recently rebuilt. What would you like to do?
That is dedication.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, do you ever get the feeling of deja vu? That's what it's like. Like, I've been here, but not really.
Yeah, very much like that. Make me a perception check, if you'd be so kind, Ethan.
Oh my god, are you kidding? That's my second one of
Noise.
those today. Wait, yeah. Nope, I don't.
And then you look around for something familiar, you don't see it. And because how much this changed, you have no idea where the monastery is in relation to this. Perhaps the deja vu was just a little too much.
Completely lost.
Okay.
Maybe. I wouldn't know. The monks could be anyone. I was going to say we could go to the market and watch the market. But, I mean.
Yeah, Colin is still in wolf form. Just so you know, he's gonna. As we're around this stuff, he's gonna stay out of sight, and I don't think anybody would know his wolf form. So
Okay, but just outside of the city. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I have disguise self too. If you need me to, I can cast that on you.
I have it. I just realized we have a whole we're banking on not knowing I'm alive. So
Yeah.
Could I actually scry on the guy that we let go?
Which guy that you let go? Ah,
More.
yes, you can. Well, maybe. Let's bring it up over here.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
I-
a monk.
I know. Yeah.
But it's also really far away.
not necessarily, not anymore.
Well, the distance
This is
doesn't
wait.
really matter anyway.
Oh.
So you have met the target, so that's a 0 save modifier. And Lysis can get a -2. Okay, let me roll. -2. Even without looking up the exact stats for these monks, no. I rolled a natural 20 on this save.
That's fair.
Yeah. With the -2 with the 18, and he's got some crazy wisdom bonus, so no, you don't. Oh, Augury! Spell save, so scrying. Okay, so what specific course of action are you thinking of doing in the next 30 minutes? Alright?
Would searching this town help us find what we're looking for?
Sure, and explain to me how exactly Torrin goes about that. Paint me a picture.
So he's going to pull out his symbol of the Moonweaver and attach it to a chain and hold it over his hand, close his eyes and say a prayer. And he just says, I listened to the Moonweaver's call.
Okay. So, in response to what would happen if we search this, would it benefit us going forward? And that's what you get back, Torrent.
So Moonweaver tells me that we should look around town, and we will find what we are looking for within the next 30 minutes.
Okay.
So we should split up.
Don't think we should split up. But
We should definitely split up.
Um,
I'm kidding.
can I cast the arcane eye and do like a swoop around the town? It lasts for like an hour.
Sure. What are you looking for?
Anything suspicious? I know what Egan does, so any like moving around in the shadows is kind of a thing.
Like monks hiding in the shadow. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I imagine. Are you functionally blind now? I don't think so, actually.
Functionally blind. Oh, because Arcana.
Yeah, I don't think you're blind. So, make a perception check, Mara.
Okay, and I make that at advantage.
Okay. So do you need it? Oh! My
Oh!
goodness.
my God,
20 and an 18 on advantage. My goodness. You give a thorough swoop of the village for a good 10 minutes. And you more or less just see people going about their business. You don't see any monks like hiding in the shadows, looking out for you. It just seems like a village going about its business. You see people working the fields, you see people running after children, you see people, just going about their lives.
Okay. Are you sure that it's here?
The
Egan?
Moonweaver wouldn't lie.
this is what the monk said. This is the only clue. And maybe he was lying because this place looks completely foreign to me.
Maybe one of these houses have like a trap door in it that like leads us underground and will take us to wherever we're supposed to go, maybe, or something. Or we could always ask people here if they know anything about it.
I would not suggest that, but we can try.
They take money for jobs, right? We could pose as people hiring them.
They do, but how do we get in contact with them? I guess ask the locals. I'll have to hide. They can't see me. I definitely have my hood up right now. Trying to remain out of sight as possible.
Cool. Everybody that has to hide can just hide, and the rest of us can literally go, like, looking. Maybe at the tavern will probably be a good spot. If there is one here. And it's not uncommon for, like, people to have pets. Connell, you can be my wolf.
We need to go, and I'm going to immediately cast Pass Without a Trace on us, and say out of the city to the fields, and just go.
Okay. I'll follow you.
Okay, I'll leave you a stealthing, which Egan seems to be strongly suggesting. We need a stealth roll from everyone. This D20 is for Glitterbell. Just a Flat roll. Oh, look at that. Pretty good.
Nice, Caspian.
Caspian Wade
I
led
don't
the
like-
side down.
Sure. Try my best.
You're rolling your character, Caspian. You stealth out of the campaign.
Yep.
Egan, on the
Hi.
other hand, though, Egan just disappears into the shadows. Ooh.
Classic.
Why
Plus
does
10.
it have that?
Don't
You get
Yeah.
advantage though because I always cast my Blessing of the Trickster on you.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it shouldn't
but-
So it
actually.
just stays 5.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Oh,
Regardless, it's still a 5 because that was the first dice you rolled. But with advantage, with Blessing of the Trickster, is that what you're using, Egan?
I always cast that on her, which
sorry,
was
sorry.
the Blessing of the Trickster. Yeah.
So 30 for Mara. So yeah, just Caspian.
Woot.
So you go through the fields, and what do you want to do, Egan?
Could I follow the woman, or
Nothing's stopping you.
yeah, I would just be following her.
And you didn't get a glance of her. So a female, you don't get a glance of her face or anything. She caught you a bit by surprise when she did the thing that she did. But you see her working the fields now. You know, she is broken. I mean, she's walking around with a pronounced limp, which just makes it extra hard for her to do the manual job that she's doing. And every so often she stops and coughs a little bit. You can swear you could almost see some blood on her hand. And looks quite frankly as if a feather could knock her over. And she has her back to you.
Is this what they did to you?
I beg your pardon?
Is this what they did to you?
And once again she has her back turned to you and said, "Oh, Egan. Get out of here."
Show me.
Sorry, show me?
Yeah. Can you? Hello?
Yep.
Show me.
Show you what?
Show me what they did.
You're a damn fool, Egan. And she turns around and glares at you.
Does she look like?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she looks quite different. You can tell the bones in her face had been broken, her nose has been broken. She's got scars on her faces, but you definitely recognize them.
Although I take a second to react in complete shock and horror, I do immediately kneel and bow before her.
Get up! You need to get out of here! No!
I am not the same as as before.
You haven't gotten any wiser, that's for sure. Get out of here!
Why save me all those years ago if you're just going to have me go now?
You hear, Egan?
Because I heard what they've done to you.
How did you hear what they've done to me? You've only just seen me after all these years. What are you really here for, Egan?
I was here for you, and only you.
Me, and I'm broken.
And what do you want to do about that?
At the moment, I want to till these fields.
I am not the same as I once was, and clearly neither are you. I'll take out the flute, And I'm going to toss it at her feet as I stand up.
Lands at her feet. She doesn't pick it up.
You saved me more than once in my lifetime. I wanted nothing more than to save you. I'm sorry I caused this.
Yes, you did call this, Egan. This was the reprisal for what you did.
No, this is the reprisal for what you did. You could have killed me when you found me.
Well, and yet
Your
here we are.
weakness is what caused your downfall.
So what now, Egan? We can argue semantics.
Now there's nothing. I turn to the group and I just say, I have nothing more here. We can leave.
I can try to heal her if you like, and at least make her life a little easier.
No,
Okay.
she had been even a bit of the woman I remembered, I would have agreed to that. In fact, I would have begged for it. But that person, that was not my master.
You cast Read Thoughts on this person, Egan's master. Can you make a roll?
It's a spell save.
Yep. Oh, okay. You sense she's. Well, I'll whisper it to you actually. Those are the emotions that are bubbling up.
Okay.
Oh, one more, sorry. Anything you want to do with that, Mara?
Yeah, I will kind of mentally tell Egan that she seems scared and angry, and she seems to be focused on revenge of some kind. Like what do we know exactly what happened to her?
No, but I tried to talk to her and she has no interest in speaking with me. If you'd like to speak with her, perhaps she's more willing to speak without emotion.
I will use my action to end the effect and cast the suggestion spell, which she automatically fails.
Okay.
And I'll suggest that she explains the what happened to her and how she got to be in this situation, like with the monastery and how she ended up being all fucked up like this, I guess.
It goes to say that because of the actions of Egan, she had the choice of to turn him in or to effectively let him go. And she chose the latter. And because she had an amount of respect within the monastery, they didn't kill her, but they turned her into a broken peasant. So the actions of Egan directly led her to the place that she is in now.
Okay. And she doesn't seem to be mind controlled or anything. These are just her straight thoughts.
Yep, yep. I think with your detect thoughts, you would have detected some type of mind control.
Okay. So then the revenge would be against Egan?
No, the monastery.
Okay.
And actually, with the detect thoughts, you do detect there's something inside her mind that is blocked off. This is the best way I can describe it, but there's something in there she either can't or won't say.
Does that seem magical in nature?
Yes, some type of magic. Could be arcane, could be divine, but there's something in her brain that's blocked off and she either won't say it or can't say it.
Hey. I will take a couple steps towards her, and I will get close enough to touch, and I will cast Greater Restoration and try to remove a charm or a curse, if she has that, if that's what that is.
Let me just check something.
Spell magic might work too.
That's fair.
Okay, because she's so feeble, you do touch her, and she blinks a little bit, and is surprised. And you see her, something changes about her. And she says, switches back to Egan and says, "Can we talk, Egan?"
He still has his back to her.
I will also cast Regenerate on this lady, just so that she starts patching up a little bit.
You can talk. You can talk to Egan telepathically too. We're all connected. Just so you know.
Yeah, and I will tell Egan that something was blocked in her mind, like a charm or something. So I wouldn't put all the blame on her for what just happened. So it might be best if you do have a talk.
Okay, Egan will turn back around.
And he's almost got a little bit. I mean, with the regenerate, and even before you cast regenerate, you notice a bit more life in this lady, and she starts walking back to a very, very humble dwelling within the village, and she opens the door and leaves it open and goes inside.
Follow.
Okay, is anybody else going in with Egan?
I mean, she kind of invited just Egan in. I'm gonna ask if he is okay going in alone, or if he wants us to go with him.
Egan wants Mara with him, so yeah.
Aww.
Mara will go then. Jeez.
Like, you have to understand, in Egan's head, at this exact moment, like, Tana was the only person above you until like 5 minutes ago.
Fair. Okay.
Okay, so inside is the now identified Tana, Mara, and Egan. Anybody else?
Connell's staying hidden in the woods.
Okay.
Woo. I'll just stay outside.
Aaron?
I'll stay outside as well.
Okay. Indra?
Same.
Okay, so just wait. Yeah, not too far from the door in case things, go really belly up. And offers you the soul stool. Actually, she offers the soul stool in this place to Mara, and she just sits down on the dirt floor.
Egan will sit across from her.
So, we've met again, Egan. It has been a long time, and much has changed.
Yes, I have been to hell and back.
I can tell by the way you move and the way you stealth, you have learnt a lot while not under my tutelage.
My new companions had more abilities than I ever thought possible.
Those friends close, Egan.
I plan to.
So what is it you really want, Egan? Why did you come here?
Came here to destroy the people who hurt you and get you out.
Oh, I'm already out, but the people who hurt me, and let's be honest, hurt you as well, are still here.
I'm ready to destroy them if that is what you want. That is what I came here to do and what you trained me for. But it didn't seem like you wanted my help.
Well, in a sense, I couldn't even give you my help. They cast a spell on me, and that if I was ever to tell someone where the monastery was, I would literally die. It's a very powerful magic, and as soon as a word started forming on my list, I would die. You know better than anybody that I could take a blow better than most, but I'm not the woman I once was. But this friend of yours, Mara, that spell she cast on me had freed my mind. And just out of context, she had a Geas, or Geas, whoever you say it, cast on her.
Oh.
And the Greater Restoration removed that. I checked the spell, so good move, Mara. Inspirational move, Mara. So take a DM inspiration. I should be more generous with those. So I can tell you how to get to the monastery, Egan. I also know that, as you know, their favorite method of killing people is by using the purple worm poison. And that stuff is not cheap, but I do happen to have known that they have an unlimited supply of purple worm poison. They get it via some type of portal at the bottom of the monastery. Now, I see the power in you now, Egan. As I said, you're not the person you were when you left. But a full-on assault on the monastery, that's suicide. I feel somehow if you could close the portal, stop them getting this unlimited supply of purple worm poison, you could break the monastery. I fear that, powerful as though I can no doubt tell you are, an assault is suicide. But if you could get beneath the monastery, somehow break the portal at the bottom of it, you would very much break the back of the monastery. The things that they are good at, they will no longer be good at. The amount of contracts that they take, they won't be able to do them nearly as well.
Sounds different but interesting. He looks at Mara and just asks, "Do you think it can be done? I don't really close portals."
Can I ask, like, by portal, like, can she explain what that looks like? And, like, is it like a gate spell? Is it a teleport spell? Like, what is it? By the sounds of it.
A second. She says, right underneath the monastery and the crypt, they have not so much of a portal, more like a magical trap, shall we say. and they have a purple worm trapped down there. So I guess you could kill the worm. That would put it out of its misery. But they've effectively got this thing in type of a status type of thing that enables them to withdraw the blood whenever they like, without killing the beast and without being in danger from the beast.
So sabotage.
And this won't be the shall we say, the decapitation blow, but this will be the slow poison that'll effectively take over the monastery, and they'll die a long, slow death, but they will, be much less powerful.
And if they see me do this, will they come after you?
Oh, Egan, they've already come after me.
Is this what you want?
I want these shadow monks to no longer be the force they were. I mean, your crime was curiosity, was it not?
Sorry, I lost sound there for a sec. What was that?
Your crime, Egan, was curiosity, was it not?
It was.
Do you think your punishment, and by association my punishment, is a suitable punishment for curiosity?
I do not.
So, let's bring the fuckers down then.
I need to know the layout, how we get in, and the most vulnerable section that's on the opposite side of where we need to be.
Well, I can give you directions up to the monastery. That is no problem. I mean, they have their own sub-society up there. And it looks pretty much like this. And she sketches out a layout of the land up in the mountains. This is where the monastery is. And the actual monastery is right here. And she says, you're going to find commoners working in the fields, gathering water. The monastery isn't just one building, it's a series of buildings. And furthermore, she supplies you with a map of the temple, which looks like this. And she says, right, to get to the crypts, you have to go via there's like a stairway just behind the statue at the north of the structure there.
Cool. Alright.
So what will you do, Egan? I've trained you in stealth, I've trained you in sneaking to places you shouldn't be. And once again, you've learned a lot in my absence. What will you do, Egan?
Well, I will converse with my friends, but I think we track them to one place and then hit the worm and destroy it, or maybe just banish it and get out.
I fear we've already risen too much suspicion. So I'm going to go out, work the fields some more, and you take a moment to talk to your friends, Egan. And she gets up and leaves.
Alright, I would gather the group with Mara.
So what happened?
She wants us to destroy the monastery if you guys are still up for it.
I mean, I don't really want them around if they're gonna go around murdering people. That's my 2 cents at least.
Yeah, I mean, they literally are trying to kill us.
It is my master's only wish to me, and I feel obligated to try.
And all of the monks at this monastery do what you do?
As far as I know.
Like hop in shadows and shit?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Which is why I think a distraction and me buying 3 bottles of oil. I feel like if we set the right building on fire, we can get enough of them away that it shouldn't be too difficult.
Okay.
2 of them are kind of hard, just saying.
Well, that was when they had the drop on us. This time we'll have the drop on them.
I mean, we can always bamf out of there if need be. We still have the spells up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Well, which I'm open. I don't know which building would probably be the best.
Honestly, I feel like if we catch any building on fire, it'll work.
It's not the one we want to go to.
Right.
Please.
Yeah, definitely not the one. That's a good idea.
Maybe the one next to the one that they're in, so that they have to. So if they're. So we have to get into the building with the blue square?
Yep, that's the monastery itself. A lot of the other places are like places where that they live and work. They live places for commoners to keep the place going. Places to sleep and rest. But this is where she said the purple worm was, right here.
Okay, so if we set one of these buildings, maybe. I don't know how close it would have to be to get them involved, but I feel like anything they'd want to stop it from spreading as
This
quickly
looks
as possible.
like a kitchen-y area. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Honestly, like the smaller buildings over here are so close together that the fire would spread and probably be more of a threat here.
But those are like villagers' homes, right?
Are they?
Yes.
Okay, well then what about this like kitchen-y place?
I can summon a bunch of bears.
Oh.
Flaming bears? Because I bought this oil.
No. But I mean, as long as I have
Hellbear?
control of them, I can have them look like they're attacking, but not actually kill.
Yeah, just
Anyone.
rampage.
Just pretty much like roaring and nibbling at ankles and stuff.
Would we be able to tell if any of these are specifically food storage? I feel like if we attack their food, with the bears that would get them.
You'd have to go up and have a look around. Oh no, Anna can tell you. Food storage. Yep, it makes sense. All of these ones that are kind of colored like this. Is it all the food storage areas? So any of
Okay.
those buildings that look slightly different. They're for food storage or lumber storage or something like that.
Bears and a fire?
I mean, if you want.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good distraction.
It's like we set maybe oops, wrong cursor. This
Could you-
one on fire, and then the bears attack this one, and while they're distracted, we run in from the east of the map.
Is there any way that we could just sneak in without like catching people's stuff on fire and making them possibly starve?
I mean, they're pretty perceptive. They're monks.
Ooh,
They're asshole monks.
those.
Cool. Let's burn the whole town on fire, or put the whole town on fire. Then. Let's
I mean,
just
we
do it.
kind of don't want these people here. I don't want like the peasants to get hurt, but yeah, like the monks, I don't care about.
Like is this whole village supporting them, or do they have some other sort of commerce?
From what Tana can explain to you, it's pretty much self-sustaining up here. I mean, the whole point is to create a little village up here that's undetectable normally, hidden in a place in the mountains where nobody would normally look. As a result, to make it even more secure, they've worked hard to make it as self-sustainable as possible.
Alright, we don't have to set it on fire. We can just have the bears attack them. That
Cool.
will distract them. And
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
how many bears can you summon?
I can do 4 or 8.
Oh, I feel like 8 is probably right. We want them distracted for as long as possible.
Because they do get extra health when I summon them, too. Not a lot, but I'll get some.
That would be awesome, actually.
That would be awesome, but we just decided we won't destroy their food source. But if we ever get a chance, yes, let's absolutely
Yeah.
You say we're not going to destroy what?
their food supplies.
Well,
I mean, like, one might get a little damage, but it's not going to do
do a
enough.
fake volcano like right here, and then shoot, just random fireballs around.
That might be a
So
little
my ideas are kind of
suspicious.
out there.
I mean, I love the idea, but it's just I don't feel like you can react to. You won't move away from the chapel with the volcano.
I will point out that a complication with hallucinatory terrain, while a good idea, it does take 10 minutes to cast.
And if they save, they'll know it's fake.
Oh yeah.
They were wise though, not smart.
Yeah, well, one lucky roll could screw the whole thing up.
Tell me about it.
True, true. So am I
Alright,
summoning bears to go on a rampage?
I vote bears. Let's,
There it is. Let's get her done.
I mean, as
So
long
wait.
as I control them, they won't kill or hurt anyone.
so you summon the bears here, and then we come in from the east. if they move. We're hoping that they'll move from their post to deal with the bear threat, and we'll come in from the east, and I can do.
So I'm about to. When we start this, I'm gonna go to do Sky itself. I'm trying to figure out. Should I look like Sandgray? Should I look like the wizard we defeated a while back? Who should I look like to be fun?
It'd be fun.
So is it just these two? These two monks, or is it like are there more than one on this map?
Well, I'm going to say, and it's a bit artificial because this is a map I'm going to use for you to sneak around or whatever on it. But there are 2 monks stationed at the front of the monastery.
Oh, actually, never mind. My plan is not a good idea.
And if you want to visualize what you're doing, you should be able to control these black berries now.
Yes. I think I'm gonna get 8 of them though. For extra.
And I will once again cast Pass Without Trace.
Does that cost you anything to do? Because I can do it for free.
Well, then, yeah, please.
Yeah.
Do it for free. Yeah, for sure.
With my staff. I'm just upping all their health because my summons get more health.
I'm just putting them there so you can, instead of saying, we put a bear there, you can actually, it's like, planning before the raid.
Alright. Mob tactics, kill them all!
God. Not.
Maybe I'll accidentally drop concentration and they will actually be rampaging.
Kill them all.
To get to the monastery grounds is about 4 hours up into the mountains from where you are.
Okay.
And what time of day would it be?
It's the start of the day when you arrive. It may be 10, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Perfect.
So you're heading up the mountain?
Sneakily.
Okay,
Sneakily.
so I'm going to say you spend a good 4 hours climbing up the mountain. Maybe with Caspian scouting overhead in an eagle? Would that be fair, Caspian? Yep. And you spot the village, and it's pretty much like this. And you come back and tell everybody to stop at a safe enough distance away that you're pretty sure you won't be detected. But going much further is going to require some cunning and some stealth. So, what do you do?
Want to get as close to here as possible without, right?
Oh, let me put your tokens on the map. So there is an Indra, Oren, and Egan, and obviously feel free to move yourself to the edge of the map. 2.1. Is that everybody? Caspian?
You require a Caspian.
Yep. Yes, you guys are all the way, back here. Not technically even there on the map, but just so we can get organized.
So it kind of does change the edible form because you're gonna have to use the edible form to do magic and then disguise self into Addy.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, looks like Adamak. Okay.
There you go.
The great trader of Port Damali. Done.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. And just so we can do it, Glitterbell is staying back. This is not his scene. Make me stealth checks.
Alright. Here's hoping. I'll have Pass Without Trace on.
And what time are you doing this?
Well, if it took us 4 hours to get up there, we should do it in the like dusk, right? As the sun is setting.
Okay. So the worst one so far is 21.
Mara.
Wow.
I'm going to do that knowledge from a past life to give myself a d6.
So you're at 11
Uh.
becomes a 13, then to a 23. Okay. And we need Mara 2.1.
She'll lucky that though.
Okay.
Ah, there we go.
Hell yeah.
So the worst was
Caspian.
the 22. Okay. So dusk, the sun set behind the mountain. Things are dark. Some of the villagers are finishing up in the fields. What do you do? I mean, you're not actually here yet, right?
Yeah.
Or way back, but just soon be there. So it's like it's your show, Egan. What do you do? What do you tell people to do?
I would say let's summon the bears, and then what is the distance on? Or to have them go around, make a big loop. You just come for the food.
What's the actual spell, Espion? Oh, there we go. Conjure animals. And while you're not technically in the monastery yet, I had to change the music to the monastery music I had prepared.
Perfect.
There we go, that seems a bit more appropriate now. Okay, so, so concentration, so range 60 feet, so you cast it 60 feet away from you, right?
Yeah, but I'll cast them like to the south of us.
Okay.
Because we're not here technically, I guess.
No, you're not.
And our plan was to have them like go in this area, right? If anyone
Sure,
sees where I'm
hang it.
pinging,
Okay. Yep.
because
Wait, where were you thinking?
to the south of the monastery.
Oh, the food stores are to the north, though.
Oh, we want
Oh.
the food stores. Okay, I'll have them
Right.
cycle this way. And I'm not just gonna have them flock in a giant bear pack, because that doesn't really happen. So they'll be like spread out, but they'll be like daddy bears, mommy bears, baby bears. You know, just a horde of family black bears.
Like one at a time, strolling in.
You keep in mind, you got a range of 60 feet, right?
Is that as far away from me as they can get, or?
Yeah, the range on the spell is 60 feet. So you can summon the bears 60 feet away from you.
Yeah, but I can command them to move around, so they can go past that, right?
Yeah, I assume you have control of the range.
Yeah, I can command them verbally, so like, pretty much my command would be like, he'll like point in a direction, like the food stores are over there, go eat their food, and if anyone hurts you, hurt them back.
Okay.
Would pretty much be their commands.
So we're about to say they're actually going to appear right where they are?
They'll be like, up here,
Okay.
like, by behind this little shack house thing.
And this is
It's like
kinda
Caspian will walk up there.
There is... kind of makes sense. It's not really shown on the map, but these trees are pretty dense, so they'll be effectively walking out of a forest if they come out up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Caspian will be like off screen, but out there to cast them up there.
Okay. So that's what Caspian's doing, going up there. He's going to cast the spell and tell the bearers to head west to the food storage area over there. Okay, what's Egan going to be doing?
Hiding basically on the edge. I don't know. Are these villagers still hanging out near the woods?
No.
These?
They're all gone to bed. Like many farming communities, they work when they can see, and they can't see. So they've all retired to their dwellings.
In that case, kind of hidden behind these buildings, waiting for the monks to react to the bears.
You do notice all the commoners have retired to their various dwellings. I missed one. Oh well. Yep, so Mara's are hiding behind there. What's Indra doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll join.
Okay.
Join them.
Connell?
Just moves the token, yeah.
And Torrin.
I'm gonna stay behind.
Okay. So you'll sneak up, and once again, the worst one was...
Yeah.
22.
I did just realize a thing. Egan will have to cast Pass Without a Trace because I'll lose my concentration for the bears.
Oh, well,
So
yeah.
we would have planned that before we came in, but yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
no
fine.
problem.
Yeah, so take the spell slot up.
Yep.
Egan. And as the bears start rampaging through, and you notice your good friend and companion Connell's eyes starting to droop, this will be a good place to end it before we do this assault on the monastery. And Torrin, of course, you get your divine intervention back as well, which
Awesome.
which might be useful. And you yourself might want to pray as well that Torrin can roll. What are you? 12?
13.
13.
And just so you know, if you do succeed in taking down this monastery, there will be a level bump, so it'll be 14.
Nice.
Hey,
Alright,
This
the
is done.
final battle.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be 2 weeks before we wrap up this campaign with this monastery stuff going down.
sounds right.
And we could do an extra session as well if there's anything special your characters want to do as well, or we could just fast forward it. But that's a discussion for another time. A dusk comes, set it up. Thank you very much, guys, and I look forward to
Thank
seeing
you.
what happens next week. Maybe we'll all go to hell.
Thank you.
Maybe you won't actually get to the final battle. Maybe the monks will kill you all.
Thank you.
So anticlimactic.
And they're all like just destroyed because we're killed by monks.
Killed by monks. The monks don't know what they're doing, and the world ends.
Yep, sounds right.
Okay, see you next week,
Beautiful.
guys. Take care.
Thanks, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bye.